Well, hello. It's good to see everyone. Good to know you're out there. Just wanted to give you a brief update of the church and the renovation. Because it's been a while since you and I have visited about that. And first of all, I wanted to announce that unfortunately we're not going to be able to occupy this wonderful space on Christmas Eve or Christmas. It's something that I wish that we had been able to do, something we've been shooting to do, but it just isn't going to be possible. And one of the reasons is just because of the humanity of it. I mean, with the pandemic going on, we've had people out for COVID, we've had workers out for quarantine, we've even had some deaths from COVID of extended family. So it's a very human thing, and as we're disappointed, and you're with me, and you're disappointed that we can't be here for Christmas, we also should lift up in prayer those who are working on this project and keeping them safe, keeping their families safe, and all during this very strange time in which we live. But I did want to take you through with that disappointment. But I wanted to take you through this the church and see so you can see what we have going on here in front of the reredos. And of course, the reredos is the piece of furniture, piece of ecclesiastical furniture that it holds the big cross that we all recognize when we walk into St. Thomas. It's right behind the Lord's table, and we see it every Sunday when we're here in church. And many of you have asked me about the reredos, what we're going to do with the reredos. And many of you know, and some of you don't know, that we had carpet on the reredos, a red carpet before. And of course, the carpet is very difficult to keep clean. It wasn't ideal. It's a cost-saving measure, I'm sure, at the time when it was built. But now we are able to upgrade it. And as you can see here, we've turned the lights on for you. You can't see it all without the spotlights and everything. But you can see that we keep the traditional red color there. And what is that? Well, that is representative of the blood of Christ from the cross, and that's, you know, it comes off the cross, and that's what our ultimate hope is in the blood of Christ. And as we look at the cross, and as we look at the deep red, it brings to mind that this is what joins us, this is what unites us, this is what causes us to be a church, is that we stand under the blood of Christ and His sacrifice and atonement for us. And so we want to keep that. I think that was the right move in the original architecture to have that deep red. And you'll also see it, you can't see it now, but you'll also see it sort of going down the aisle, embedded in the tile. There will be some dark red that leads back to the narthex that is a nod to what we had before, and it keeps the same symbolism that we have. So I'm standing before you here in one of the bigger and most striking things that we're doing in this church renovation, and that is the wood painting. And if you look behind me, you will see that this is almost complete on this side of the nave, and this is called a faux wood painting, and that puts it really is to me is one of the big things of what we're doing. And if you look at it, you can see how much it makes a difference. When I was speaking with the architect, I was talking with him about what sort of visual message we want to send in the church when people come in. What's the message they get? Well, we had a message before of transcendence. It was a big church. It was a lot going on here. So we had transcendence. What was missing, in my opinion, was immanence, or the warmth or nearness of God. And so, you know, I sort of asked them that, you know, can you bring that out from a design or architectural sort of way? And so they came up with this, and I liked it immediately. And you can see that it really does add a nearness to the place. It brings out the stained glass windows that we have, it draws your attention to it. You can also tell that there were, you might not have known this, but on the columns up there at the top, there were some engraving of some leaves, and we believe that those represented the life of the resurrection. And so now you can see them because they have a gold leafing on them that sort of makes them distinct, and you can see them, and it's just a more this is a more visually stunning place that I believe that I think you'll really like it, and I hope when you walk in that you will really feel the warmth of God as well as His transcendence. That's what we're going for. Well, I've also have gotten some questions about restrooms, and especially the women's restroom with the space that was there before. And this is sort of a nearly sort of aesthetically complete. Of course, you don't have the toilet or the sink here, but this is in general. This is what the new restrooms are going to look like. They're retiled, they're redone, they're remodeled. There are going to be 4 of them, so that you won't need to stand in line, you know. And we're really happy with how this is done. It's beautifully done. It's clean. It's crisp. It does have the color. It has warmth in it as well. And but this is basically, you know, with the restroom furniture, of course. This is what the 4 restrooms are going to look like in the narthex. And I think it's going to be a lot more comfortable space for you, and certainly a lot more inviting space for visitors, because that's one of the things, believe it or not. Visitors, what do they look at? They look at nurseries and they look at restrooms when it comes to looking for new churches. So this is a much more important part than maybe we thought. So we're proud of them. They're going to be great.